Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Kid Gardener, and today is a 10-day update since the last time I showed some of my indoor uh, growing. As you can see, my orange hat tomato plant has flowers all over it, which is awesome. That's on my experimental shelf on top. Down below that, I've got the mint and the basils and the thyme are all looking excellent. Come along. I took this dead system that I took apart, so I just have the deck filled with hydroponic solution, and I'm going to separate. These are some mighty mini tomatoes. They're micro dwarf variety tomato. They're coming up. I'm going to separate. There's like 4 or 5 in each pod. I'm going to separate them out. And I'm going to save some in here, and I'll put some in probably some mason jars and see how they do. So I can have little mini tomatoes growing everywhere. Be right back. Here's how my herbs are doing. This is my oregano. It's growing great. Outgrowing it, of course, because it always seems to, is the parsley. The parsley always wants to just go everywhere and take over. I'll have to definitely save myself some, either dehydrate it or freeze it. And here's my sage. And again, if I had entered the herb growing challenge, I think I would be doing pretty dang good right now. We got tons and tons of herbs. All right, be right back. Here is the system that I replaced, the one that died with. This is the fish peppers. They are doing great. They're doing much better. You can see how strong and tall that little guy is compared to how it was in the old system. The old system, it was leggy and kind of falling over. Now it's growing great. And then next to that, I have my Fresno Peppers. I had 3 plants in there. So you can see, if you remember from the last video I showed, it was just like 3 leaves kind of limply hanging over the top of the pod there. But giving it, let me move this. It's buddy here. It's a companion plant. The basil is trying to take over, but I'll trim that back again, as I do like every day. Tons and tons of basil off that thing. But this is my Fresno chili pepper. And so I've got 3 in this system right here. I'll probably go down to 2. Pull one out and put it in a large, like 5-gallon jug, and I want to see how it'll grow. I started it, and then the pest came and killed the one I had growing, and it was starting to grow great. So I'm going to give that system another try and see if it grows a bigger plant than in this system. We'll see. And you can see how big the Fresno pepper plant leaves are. I'm going to trim a bunch of the bottom leaves off so that it gets aerate and room. You can see the movement in here. I do have air blowing on it, but I like to trim off all the bottom leaves, inside and outside. Outside, you trim the bottom leaves so that the moisture and stuff and the pests don't get up on the plant. Inside, I do it just so that I can make sure that the smaller leaves get light and the peppers have some place to grow. It seems to help. Showed for the WIG. I just might as well show it again. So that's right next to it is the lemon basil. It's a jungle. I've been getting tons of basil off this every single day. And that's growing in my sprout unit, which is a small unit, but it produces tons and tons. That's why I like to tell people, don't be afraid to grow hydroponically inside in a system like this, because if you had this on your kitchen counter every day, you'd be clipping off like this. This here has to come off, and I could easily clip this, put it in a glass of water, and in like 2 days it would have roots coming off of it. I could put that in the soil or put that in another hydroponic system, or eat it, put it in the freezer, or dehydrate it. Look at all these, tons of these. I only need like 1 or 2 stalks coming off this plant stems. I don't need them to be as crazy as they are, and I'll trade them back. But I trained it back to almost nothing, and it just bounces instantly right back. which is really cool. Right next to that is the lipstick pepper, also one of my WIG 2022 entries. Again, I have to trim up all these bottom leaves off so that the airflow can happen. There is a fan above it blowing air on all of these. So yeah, I am quite pleased with how things are growing inside. Knock on wood, nothing happens, and I can continue to enjoy growing these things. Oh, one more thing, you're right back. Again, it's really awesome to be able to show the difference in just a few days since the last time I filmed this. This is my Zimhu unit that has the pumpkin spice jalapeno plants. I'll probably have to move maybe one or two out of the system because it's already getting big and it's already growing little peppers. So yeah, that's really cool. This is the pumpkin spice jalapeno plant, and I'm doing a seed to harvest time lapse. And again, you can see the sticker down there. There are no pests. That sticker's been there since December. So I'm confident that I am pest free, which is really awesome. So I can really showcase what these systems and these plants can do when grown inside hydroponically. So they're already a good, it's at least 10 inches tall. That's really awesome. And then next to that is the, this thing right here would have been taller. You can see how fast things grow hydroponically is two or 3 days ago. This is an older system that has a lever, a knob in the back that you turn to loosen to allow the light bar to slide up and down. Well, I didn't tighten it enough, and the bar fell, and it snapped the top off the plant. So this plant got topped. Normally inside, I don't top my pepper plants. I just don't feel the need to. I kind of just let them do what they do. But this one is going to be an experiment on topping because all this is new growth right here, and just that fast. So that's really cool. Be right back. Trying to get a better angle here. This is the Golden Harvest tomato plant, and it's huge and healthy, doing great. I don't see any buds on there, but maybe in editing my wife will point out that she saw some. She's got eagle eyes. But yeah, so that's just, again, a look at what I've got growing inside during the wintertime. It's still feet of snow on the ground. It's still it was like 10 degrees last night. Hopefully we're getting a warm up, so it's going to be up in the 40s, which will be cool. But then you can't trust it because we always have a huge dump of snow at the end of April or early May, and it gets cold again. But then it gets warm and cold off and on, and then the ground's, because there's so much snow on the ground that it takes a long time for it to all thaw out, so that I can still have in shady areas snow on the ground in June. So yeah, all right. Anyway, any comments, questions in the comment section? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.